Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal, and this is, what's your name? Oliver. How old are you, Oliver? 5. All right. I thought we would take some time to go over what you need to do to be prepared to take your grandkids on a trip or overnight.
That sounds fun.
That sounds fun. Do you like going to your grandparents' house? Yeah. What normally goes with you when you go to grandpa's house or Nani's house or Mima's house, Papa's house? Do you take a bag
Yes.
with clothes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Do you take your stuffed animals?
Yes.
Stuffed animals, love. Blankets or anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes, what else do you bring? What else do you think should come with you if you go to grandpa and grandpa's house?
Jacket.
A jacket. I like that. All right. How about some instructions? Would that be helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should also have instructions from the parents on one, important phone numbers and contact information. So for obviously the parents, I know that they're with you, but if something happens to you and you're watching kids, you need to have a sheet somewhere that says, here's the parents' information and here's the kids' information. How about medical ID numbers?
Mom,
What? You need to what?
I need a seat.
You're honest. You're sitting right now. You don't need your own seat. Okay. Medical insurance card information. I think that'd be helpful. Do you think maybe like a schedule of what normally you guys do with the parents would be helpful for the grandparents? Like we usually take a nap at this time or we don't nap. Oliver thinks that's gonna be really useful. Yeah. Anyways, the point of this, other than the fact that my kid wanted to record a video with me, is to say, if you are a grandparent and you're going to be watching your grandkids, or any kids for that matter, overnight or on a trip, I think you need more than just a bag of stuff. I think you're going to need a list of all the important contact information for the parents, for the kids, maybe allergies the kids might have, medical history, medical information, phone numbers of the doctor, all that sort of fun stuff. So if you don't have that, I would suggest asking the person who's delivering these most adorable children to you to say, when you bring my grandkids, and I'm very excited for that, please bring a list of the following things so that I can have it in case of an emergency. That's our tip today. Would you like to say thanks for joining us?
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Part 2 of watching grandkids, because as you noticed, I couldn't get almost anything done with my lovely child around, is maybe a little more comprehensive checklist of things that you need. So 1, we talked about the emergency information for the parents and the grandkids, their names, their birth dates, their insurance information. Again, any allergies, any aversions or things that you need to know about. Again, if something happens to you while you're watching these kids, this is the emergency plan. I also think you should check with the parents and see if they have their estate plan prepared and where you might find a copy if something happens to them. No one likes to think about that, but in case you are the people left with these wonderful grandkids and something happens to the parents, they're sick or they're otherwise stuck somewhere or something worse happens, you need to know that they have an estate plan and where someone could find it. You don't necessarily need a copy if they're just leaving for the weekend or for an overnight, but I do think asking them, do you have this in place, is really important because it shows you care. And 2, those kids will be more protected if they do have a plan. So checklist of contact emergency information. And we have on our website, a kid call list. You can go on there and download. It's a list of things that you might want to have in an emergency for the kid. I created it because my own kid was having a medical emergency and I lost, like, my entire mind went blank. And I was like, I don't know his medical card number. I don't even know where to find it. And I was like, okay, if it was written down, it would have made that phone call a lot less stressful. Same thing, either you fill it out or have them fill it out so that you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. It just sits in a binder and you only need it that one time or maybe when they're being updated. But that's my suggestion. Part 2, sans kid, on what you as a grandparent will need if you are babysitting or, again, taking kids on a trip. Even more important, having that documentation, maybe copies of their parents' ID or something like that to show that who the parents are. Fun tips. Okay, thanks for watching.